Hello everyone, I'm Doom Guy Fieri, here with Hakase,
Hey, what's up, guys?
about to be seeing some nice 16-star races between Cheese and Anti. I hope you're as excited as we are.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good one. Both of these players very close in skill level as it comes to 16-star. Anti having a PB of 1541 and Cheese having a PB of 1546. It's looking to be a very good set of races. And we're coming towards the end of the 16-star league round before we get to playoffs. Cheese currently seed number 7, tied for that spot with 19 points. Anti seed number 3 with 23 points. This race would definitely help out Cheese if he took the series, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, if you're wondering how points work for this league, it is an all or nothing. Basically, each race you win gets you 1 point, and then the person who wins 2 out of 3 gets an extra point. So it's all win or lose here.
Yep. These races are definitely high stakes at this point. I think both players after this race only have one left to do. Cheese has one more race against Paracusia, and Anti has a race against Ouija. So that's it for these two players after this race. So the points really count here. Cheese known to be more of a 120 and 70 runner, whereas Anti is like a 16-star specialist. So it's interesting to see how these two players will, what tricks they'll go for in the run. Anti being a more seasoned 16 runner might choose to do Lava Boost, for example, in LOL, whereas Cheese might opt for the elevator. Or they might both play it safe and choose to do the elevator. There's a lot of room for choosing what kind of strats you want to use in 16-star.
Yeah, and especially in a 16-star race where we've seen people choose safer strats, even if they are capable of the more dangerous, faster strats.
Yep, definitely have tricks like Pillarless, Side Hop a 16 specific trick, Bits triple jump wall kick. Both players are pretty well versed in that. We'll see what side they opt for. Notably, right side is a little more difficult. But yeah, here we go, getting the race underway. This is the first match in 3 races, and no matter what, we will be doing all 3 races, regardless of who wins 2 out of 3. And we'll see our first trick here, Black 2 skip. Honestly, it should be free for players of this caliber, but every now and then we see a little bit of a slip up.
Yeah, and it can be a pretty big slip up. I think it cost you about 8 seconds. So being 8 seconds behind and at the very beginning of a race definitely puts you in a bad mindset. But both runners getting it with ease.
Definitely. And good thing to note, they're both on Japanese and heading straight to do LBLJ.
Oh, Anti failing his first LBLJ, having to reset. Cheese, meanwhile, is in Dark World.
Yep,
Anti.
we'll probably see both players go for a comfy shig cycle.
Anti following through the floor. In there with Cheese now.
Yep, looks like he's on pace for a nice comfy shig. Those rollouts looked a little funny. And she's pretty much nailing Dark World. Anti following suit. Unfortunate that he missed that first LBLJ, but playing very well so far. Dark World, like, it's really easy to die. So good on both players to make it through.
Yeah, Dark World surrounded by that void. If you fall off anywhere in the stage, it's basically a guaranteed death. So a very dangerous stage. You see Cheese winding up for his first throw and missing his first throw. Or never mind, it did connect. Turn the camera away. Commentator not able to see the explosion.
One thing to note is Cheese is like notoriously he gets nervous in races, and when it comes down to Bowser 3 throws, we've seen him miss more than a few.
Yeah, that's true. We have seen Cheese kind of struggle with 16 star in this league a bit. So, especially going into these final races, it'll be interesting to see if he can do well.
Yep, now heading into Womps. Womps pretty straightforward stage. Big tricks here are Canalus and Owlus. Everything else pretty straightforward. And it looks like Cheese is opting to do Canalus first.
Saw full setup there from Cheese. It is more consistent than other strats, but of course is slower as a result. Looks like same from Anti.
Yep. Definitely a race safe strat.
Oh, but Anti
still
missing Canonless.
Of course, the easy backup is Wild Blue, so he gets a second chance at it. I think that also loses about 8-ish seconds. Roughly. So Cheese taking a pretty hefty lead right at the start of this race. Alright, attempt number 2 from Anti. Oh, misses the ledge grab. Has to walk back slowly. And falls down!
Falling down. Anti not able to get Canonless. Cheese, meanwhile, grabbing Wild Blue.
Just accelerating through Womps. This one's looking good, and he gets it.
Cheese heading towards the basement.
Yep, we're going to see a plus from him. Looks like he's pretty consistent at it from previous races, so don't expect him to mess that up.
Anti grabbing Alice as Cheese runs towards shifting Sandland. And Anti makes it into the cage. So he'll also be going towards basement.
Alright, plus attempt from Cheese. Oh, not successful. Commentator's cursed.
Looks like he's going to back it up with Talon. Nope, going to the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, he was a little bit slow. That took him a while to get up the pyramid, so the Talon had already passed by him. And the way that he set that plus up, it looks like he was trying to do Tama plus. See if he goes for it again. Yep. Oh, that was a little sketch, but looks like he made it up there.
Yeah, strange angle there on that Tama plus. Anti, meanwhile, also getting set up, not going for Tama plus, but also getting up there through the pyramid.
Definitely saving some time over Cheese's first miss plus.
Yeah, missing plus does cost you a ton of time, especially with how he had to go into the pyramid and struggle to get up there at first.
Right.
Fly
Pretty
Guy.
flawless Talon stars from both players.
Yeah, Fly Guy treating both of them nicely.
Yep, got to make sure that you run up the right side of that pyramid, or not pyramid, but pillar, to make sure the Shy Guy's in the right location. Alright, looks like he's going for a side hop first. Let's see how it goes. Nails it.
Looking good from Cheese on side hop. Anti, meanwhile, climbing the pyramid, grabbing the star. Now he'll also be off to leave the lava land with Cheese.
Okay, Anti looking like he's going into the pyramid. Probably, maybe starting out, or actually going to do Big Bully instead. Ooh,
Oh,
that
but
ledge grab.
Anti getting bullied by the bully.
It still doesn't fall off. Wow, that took a little longer to kill than I'm sure he thought. And a ledge grab. That's not ideal.
Nah, tough bully there for Anti. Oh, Cheese with the ground pound.
Definitely a quicker kill than Anti though. So, you know, increasing his lead slightly.
Yep, Anti setting up for side hop. Jumps up there. Gets the ledge grab and is over the cage.
Alright,
Cheese.
Yep, entering the volcano. Looks like he's opting for elevator. Doesn't want to mess with lava boost, and can't blame him for that. It only saves like about a second if you get the pro lava boost, and elevators is just far safer.
Yeah, lava boost a dangerous star. If you get up there and then miss the platform, it's basically a guaranteed death. So Cheese playing it safe.
Or get one too many burns on the lava fall and you're dead.
Cheese entering HMC.
We'll see which star Anti-opt for. Looks like he's doing elevator as well.
Oh, but diving off. Managed to get back up there.
Yep. Nice thing about the starting movement that these players do in LOL is that they have a chance, if they fall off the elevator, to get back on top of it. If you do the beginner movement, you've already taken damage by the time you enter the volcano. So, if you fall off, you're dead.
Yeah, that advanced movement definitely saving Anti there.
So about a 1-star gap between the two players. A little bit unfortunate from Anti that Scuttlebug got in his way.
Yeah, it
But
took him a
still
second.
got his box triple jump.
Cheese. Going to see how Boulder RNG treats him. First one in his path. Second one started curving towards him, but he managed to get around it. Up there, grabbing the star.
Yep, quite unfortunate shoulders for him. Anti seems to get by just fine.
Boulder's definitely playing favorites in the first race. Cheese getting ready to grab Mips for Mips clip. Anti grabbing the Toad Star.
Yeah, Cheese went for the dive grab. A little bit faster setup would be getting the punch grab on Mips. We'll see if Anti goes for that after he gets out of HMC.
Cheese punched through the door there, so he had to walk back through and grab Mips again. So costing him some time.
Yep.
Ooh, also missing the wall kick. Cheese struggling a bit with Mips clips here.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't go as wide as he normally does to set that up. Cheese having an unusual second Mips clip. Like when compared to other top players. Anti also doing the dive grab, just like Cheese. Cheese heading for front sub, actually. He likes to go for this in races. Very difficult trick, easy to eat a bunch of lag if you miss it. We'll see how he does.
Got right up there. Good front sub from Cheese. Anti, meanwhile, entering DDD.
Cheese entering Fire Sea. Definitely like the crux of 16-star runs. We'll see how well, if he can get this pole glitch. Okay. Doesn't go for it, messed up his angle, and realized it quick enough. Maybe still make early cycle.
Oh, getting burnt there.
Interesting to note that Anti didn't even attempt front sub. He just went straight for the back.
Yeah, definitely a safer strat, but does cost some time. Cheese looks like he's gonna run along the side here. Oh, but diving off. We've seen him do this before in a race.
Yeah, that's
Getting
really unfortunate.
getting burnt and sliding around.
But Anti also messing up the start of bits and
Oh.
taking a death.
That's gonna hurt. Cheese working his way back up Fire Sea. Back up the elevators.
Oh my gosh, Anti looking a little shook. Does a ground pound right at the start. It's gonna have to go pretty fast to catch the cycle. Gets a pole glitch though. We'll see if he can make up time on Cheese.
Cheese not even going to attempt to run across the side that time, just taking a bit slower of a route past all those platforms.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who lost more time, Cheese falling off or Anti.
Oh, Anti getting burnt.
Let's see if he saves it this time. Don't want to see two deaths in Fire Sea, that would be very unfortunate. Okay. Backs it up well, and he's in the pipe. If that is a pipe.
Just like you were saying at the beginning, Fire Sea is a really important part of a 16-star race like this, and that's why it's very easy to die or mess up your movement and cost a ton of time.
Especially with these top runners, they choose to do lag reduction cameras when they're either jump diving or long jumping along the edge of that top level of Fire Sea. And those cameras, it's very easy to slightly move your control stick and fall off, get burned, or even worse, fall down a level like Cheese did.
Cheese winding up for his BLJs. First one looked great. Going to start for the second, Anti meanwhile exiting out of Fire Sea, right now entering upstairs. Still a pretty close race.
Interesting camera choice for Cheese. I see most players do lag 2C down for that second staircase, but he did it in Mario Cam. It worked for him, so I guess that's good.
Yeah, I agree. Cheese entering bits. Anti getting his first BLJ, also about to attempt his second, but Cheese, again, already working his way through Bowser in the sky.
Yeah, race is nowhere near over though. We know Cheese has I wouldn't say a habit, but he has missed several throws in this tourney. But he's looking to have like at least a two throw buffer or so.
Yeah, Cheese can definitely afford a couple missed throws. Getting that rollout there on the ledge, we have seen Cheese miss that as well and lead to a death. So, again, Bowser in the sky, dangerous up until the end.
Anti getting right side.
Oh, there's one missed throw from Cheese. Anti working his way up the elevators.
Alright, Anti is in the pipe. Cheese has hit one throw.
Another missed throw from Cheese.
And just like that, it's a very close race again. You have to wait for so long when you miss a throw. It's almost even right now. Cheese is just slightly ahead by a few seconds. Both players hit second throw. Okay, Cheese is taking it.
Very close first race, but we do have two more coming up.
Very well done from Cheese to keep his composure even after missing two throws in bits. Good thing to note, it's a pretty good time, even though he missed two throws. Sub 17.
Yeah, that's only, I think, 8 seconds off of, well, never mind, a little over a minute off of his PB.
Right.
but still a good race time.
Yeah, I think it was really Fire Sea where he lost the most time. It seemed like everywhere else he was playing fairly consistently. Anti had a little bit of a shakier start, missing the first couple of tricks, notably Cannonless and LBLJ, but still almost brought that back. I mean, they were literally only a few seconds apart at the end of that. So it was pretty hyped to see as we go into race 2. Alright, looks like Cheese did not start his timer. Probably looking to reset, maybe. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll see if we can get more consistency out of Anti this second race, or if Cheese will just, you know, play consistently all the way through and take race 2 and take this series.
Yeah, definitely looking to be an exciting second race out of these two. Again, no matter who wins this, we do always do 3 races. So Cheese can get 2 out of 3 here, but Anti has a chance to get the third one still.
Yep, 3 points will put Cheese at 22 points, which is around 4th seed if he gets this. Right now he's barely making playoffs, being tied for 7th. So this is definitely helping him out. Even just having that one win.
I agree. Chat, offering up an inspiring speedrun fact, all speedruns start with a world record pace. Next time you boot up your N64, just remember that one. Have a bit of sync going here. Both runners opting for the same setup for Lakitu skip. Both getting it again.
See if LBLJ goes better for them. Well, for Anti specifically. Okay, both of them are through.
Anti with a slight lead, getting into Dark World first, but definitely still a very close race, as you can tell.
Definitely very close. Not much to say. Very flawless gameplay from both of them. Keeping the lead at a minimum. Doesn't seem like any player is saving time over the other, outside of actually entering the stage, where Anti was a little bit quicker. Neither player gets double firsties, so definitely like the same cycle, same everything, it seems like.
Yeah, very solid Dark World from both of these players. Staring down Bowser for the first time in this race. Anti winding up, Cheese also winding up. Cheese missing his first throw though.
Very unfortunate. It's going to be a few seconds of a lead for Anti. Giving us a dab. Can we get some speedrun dabs in the chat, please, for that? Alright, heading straight into Woms. Anti looking for some redemption on that miss cannon list.
Yeah, Anti struggling with cannonless a bit last race, but sure he's raring to get at it again. Gonna go for it right off the bat. Cheese following right on his heels.
Oh, Cheese
Oh,
messing up this time. Interesting that he chose not to go for Wild Blue, instead just get back up there.
Falling again.
And backing it up the same way. Still using the full setup. Thought maybe he would opt for texture setup after missing it twice, but definitely playing it safe, even with the mistake.
Yeah, miss cannon was definitely hurting Cheese, but this run far from over. We still have all of Fire Sea, all of Bits left. And everything in between, of course. Cheese setting up for Alice. Couldn't get his jump off there, but resets, gets into the cage. Anti, meanwhile, going to grab Wild Blue.
EBM, thank you for gifting us up in the channel and supporting GSA.
EBM, I believe, did make a bet that if we saw someone do the Mario dab glitch, that he would gift the sub, or they would gift the sub, and see them following through where Anti did do that glitch.
Alright, getting into basement. A prediction from Benny in chat saying that Plus is going to be huge this race. We'll see how much that plays out. Cheese missed it his first try last time. Anti nailed it. Anti looking good so far.
Good plus from Anti. Cheese most likely going for Tama plus again. We've seen Anti opt for a bit of a safer strat. Cheese nailing, well, can he get up the pyramid? He can, nailing Tama plus.
Yep, rest of the SSL stars are pretty standard. Often don't see mistakes unless it's with the shy guy. But both players getting it pretty straightforward.
Yeah, running up the right side of that pillar, so Fly Guy will treat them nicely. Anti climbing the pyramid to grab his final star in Sandland.
Yep. Both players opting for safe strats in Lethal Lava Land, so we'll see some consistency.
Anti entering at, I believe that was 6:36, so we'll be able to time it out here and see just how far behind Cheese is currently.
Yeah, Cheese making a slight mistake going up the sand hill and sliding back down. Probably 2 or 3 seconds max. Time loss on that.
So Anti with about a 20-second or so lead at this time.
Cheese opting to do side hop again first. I think probably his mindset is that, seeing as how he's not a 16-star runner, especially, he'd like to get the 16 specific trick out of the way, it seems like.
Yeah, definitely. Anti also nailing his side hop there. Question in chat, is this a best of 3 or time matters somehow? It's kind of a little bit of both, so we always play 3 races. Each runner gets a point for each race they win, and then whoever wins 2 out of 3 gets an extra point. So time matters not as much, but not a strict best of 3.
Yep, and Flawless red coins from both players.
Cheese going to bully the bully for the second time.
Getting the ledge grab skip this time. All depends on how you set up your camera to get that ledge grab skip.
Cheese heading towards the volcano. Anti, meanwhile, heading towards HMC.
Yep. It's almost a reverse of the last race. It seemed like Cheese had about this much lead in race 1, and now it's Anti's turn. Probably starting with box triple jump. Definitely the hardest star in HMC for 16. And getting it flawlessly.
Yeah, I think there's
mishaps this time.
Yeah, I think there's a death plane up there, so if you go too far forward, I believe it just outright kills you. Cheese winding up for his box jump as well, nailing it. Oh, missing the star though on the way down.
No trollers for Anti again. We'll see how they treat Cheese. If you saw, Cheese ran a little bit before talking to the Toad. That's because the Toad actually has to kind of load. If you see right now, he's a little bit faded away. It takes like a little bit, not a full second, but a little bit of time for the Toad to actually, to be able to talk to the Toad.
Oh, Cheese bonking on the platform there going towards emergency exit, but gets back up and grabs the star. Anti opting for a different route, going up the left side, Cheese going up the right. I'm not sure which of those saves time, if either.
So the way that works is, the way that Cheese did it is actually faster, but the way that Anti chose to do it is a little more consistent. So most players will opt to do it the way that Anti does, because the time it's hard to do it optimally the way Cheese did it, and we saw Cheese mess it up slightly anyways.
Boulder RNG treating Cheese nicely. Anti getting through the first door for Mips clip. Gonna be trying to get through this 30-star door here. Manages to do it just fine.
Yep. These guys are all pros at shoving bunnies through doors. So maybe Anti was aware of the fact that he was a little bit behind last race and might choose to do front sub, but actually it doesn't look like that because he changed his camera. Heading to the back, playing it safe. Cheese almost definitely is going to go for front sub.
Yep, so this is an opportunity for Cheese to save a bit of time right before these runners enter Fire Sea. As we saw last race, Fire Sea, one mistake can cost you a ton of time.
Yep, but front sub, not an easy trick to nail, especially with the lag reduction. Anti-Fire Sea getting pole glitch, looking on pace to get this early cycle.
Cheese getting front sub, having some trouble grabbing the star there, but overall, pretty good DDD from him.
Anti wanted to roll out, but got a punch out instead. Slowed him down just a little bit, but he's looking good. Clean Fire Sea from him, other than that small mishap.
Cheese also getting pole glitch. Looks like he is also on pace for this early cycle here.
It's good to see from both players, especially after the shaky Fire Sea that they had the first time.
Cheese with that bonk kind of slowed him down a bit, but pushed him in the right direction, so didn't lose too much time.
Alright, so at least on fade out was 18. We'll see how much Cheese is behind as they exit here. Of course, all this time could be made up on just BLJs, because they can just sometimes be rough.
Yeah, BLJs can be very hit or miss. Cheese grabbing the key. Looks to be 46 fade out.
So about 30 seconds difference on the fade out. Anti not getting up there the first time.
Missing the second one as well. Commentator cursing the BLJs for Anti, but managing to make it through for the third time.
Cheese definitely making up some time if he makes this first try BLJ, like in his first race. And looking like he's getting it. Oh, but drops it right at the very end. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, because it seemed like he would have enough speed to clip through the door.
Cheese not able to nail these BLJs.
Right.
Third time's the charm for him as well. Anti already working his way through bits.
Yep, triple jump wall kick coming up from Anti.
Oh, and missing the right side. Falling down.
Cheese still stuck on the second BLJ. Finally getting into bits. Okay, attempt number 2 from Anti. Nails it this time.
Made it up there, jumping up these elevators. Oh, falling off the elevator.
Got another close race.
And falling again.
More. This is literally almost tied now. Oh, Cheese takes the lead.
This is insane. Anti struggling with these triple jump wall kicks and elevators. Cheese back on the elevators. Jumping across. Goomba.
Anti cannot get this triple jump wall kick. And falling down again. This race is looking like it's Cheese's.
Anti with those Rage Mario cams there has to be mad at this one.
Honestly, with the lead that Anti had, if he had just not gone for any sort of triple jump wall kick and just went around the slower way, he would have definitely been in bits before Cheese. But Cheese nailing all 3 throws.
Anti entering the pipe as Bowser dies for Cheese.
Wow. What an end to that race. Did not expect Anti to miss the triple jump wall kick as many times as he did.
Yeah, this is why a lot of people say these 16-star races don't start until Fire Sea, because you see stuff like what Cheese did last race with falling in Fire Sea, or Anti here missing triple jump wall kick, then struggling to get back up there.
Yep.
Oh.
The beginning is definitely a little more consistent than the end of 16-star. But don't go anywhere, guys. We still have one more race here. We are going to play out the last race. Anti can still get a point here, or Cheese can actually gain an extra point. So right now, Cheese has got 3 points from these races. 2 for 2 wins and 1 for winning 2 out of the 3 races. Wow. It's so hard to make any sort of prediction in these races, just from like... It's crazy what the players do.
It's me, Mario!
Getting a question in chat. Cheese's PB is 1546, so that was not a PB for him. Still a pretty decent run, though.
Yeah, 2 decent 16-star runs here from Cheese so far. But third race about to start. Intro's playing. got to be wondering what's going through the mind of both Anti and Cheese at this point.
Hopefully the nerves are down for Cheese. Anti probably looking to get at least a point. And we're getting started here.
Both runners 3 for 3 on Lakitu skip. Haven't seen any mess ups there tonight.
Anti with a little rub on the wall, putting Cheese in the lead. But Cheese, not, oh, he did get the BLJ.
Anti going out the door though, gonna have to reset.
Uh-oh. Cheese.
Oh, Cheese also
dropping his
failing.
BLJ. I haven't seen that. Normally when people talk to the door, they still get the BLJ or have enough speed to clip through, but it looks like Cheese just could not get the proper angle.
Cheese
so Anti taking the lead, getting into Dark World.
Yeah, Cheese popping out of the pillar there again. So Anti with a solid lead into Dark World. Cheese finally making it through the door, falling through that trap door, and now he's in as well.
That's really ballsy rollout from Anti. Looks really cool, but I don't know if it's worth it. Still looking to make the same cycle. I didn't see if he made a mistake, and that's why I chose to do that rollout, but thanks, Shig. No problem.
Cheese having some problems there on the elevator. Hopefully that doesn't throw his cycle off by too much. Oh, Cheese dying in Dark World.
That is not the kind of start you want to see. Anti having a shaky end to his Dark World, but yeah, that death is going to put Cheese a little bit of ways behind.
Again, Dark World, a dangerous stage. The entire thing surrounded by this void. So one missed jump can cost you your life, just like you saw there for Cheese. Anti winding up on his first throw, nailing it. Cheese, meanwhile, going up the slope, about to jump across to the platform, nabbing these reds as fast as he can. Oh, missing a red there. Jumping back.
Losing a cycle.
Oh, and another death.
Oh no.
Dark World, in just the beginning of this run, not cheating Cheese right. Anti, meanwhile, stuffing that key into his shirt. He'll be off to Womps.
Definitely. Dark World, you know, pretty long stage. To have 2 deaths in it is going to put him back pretty far. And it's going to take some big mess ups.
Another death for Cheese.
That's just too unfortunate. And it looks like we're getting a forfeit from Cheese on this last race, which is understandable after those deaths.
Yeah, Dark World, a tough stage to die in, because if you do die, you have to restart the entire thing.
Yeah. I think he definitely would have continued if it was only one death, or even after that second death, but the third one kind of nailing the coffin.
Yeah, that stacked on top of missing LBLJ 3 times, it's gotta hurt.
Definitely. Not the kind of end we want to see here, but it's understandable for sure. We'll see if we can get either player in for an interview. Hey, what's up, Cheese?
Hey.
So, talk to us a little bit about what happened at the end there.
I don't know. I mean, well, I missed BLJ a bunch, and I died like 3 times. When I died the first time in Dark World, I was just trying to. I just tried to go too fast because I tried to make the cycle, but I just jumped too early, or I quit too early, kicked too early, and then I died. And then the second death as well, I was like, And then the third one, I don't know. I just thought, well, I don't know. I guess I thought I'd rather give Anti the point because the likelihood of winning was very small after that, and I just rather give him the point and not finish the race. I guess.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, if I you are allowed to forfeit. If it was a 70-star race, it's only one race. Like I won't forfeit that. There's no way because it's only one race. But I thought, well, I won the first 2 games. I won the overall match, and this one is a big, huge rip. So I'll give Anti the point. I don't want to continue. But yeah, so just to clear it up, if I do forfeit a match, they would take the point. They don't have to finish. So Anti doesn't have to finish.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, GG's for taking the win. Those first 2 races were pretty fire. I mean, slight mistakes around, but you know, seems like throws were giving you trouble again.
Yeah, the first one, the second one I was more focused finally, so I was able to nail them. But I was scared. Anti could have, dude. Anti's pace was insane. Anti was like, I mean, like low 15 pace. If he would go in and out of Fire Sea, I was really nervous. But then he had, bits.
Yeah, Anti, you have anything to say?
About that second race, no, it was almost my best pace ever in a race, and I threw it away. I wasn't really bothered by not PBing after BLJs, but all that stuff in Sky was really disappointing.
Yeah.
But
How were your BLJs in that race?
The first BLJ took 3 tries, I think, so I lost like 20 seconds, and was still 15-4x pace in Sky, which is insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that triple jump wall kick in pit seemed to really have your number in that second race.
Yeah.
Well, GG's to both of you guys. It was a great show. Really enjoyed having you guys on.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
You have anything to add?
No, nothing that is actually not a meme or not just joking around.
Fair enough.
So it's not worth saying. Alright.
Alright, thanks for the race, guys. GSA is signing off for the night. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.